It's winter time.
It is cold outside, y'all.
It's windy.
Yes.
And we are cozy.
Cozy and toasty inside.
This is Barry.
And Beth.
And we are the Blended Kitchen. We are going to cook for you a meal that is easy.
Very easy.
It's perfect for this time of the year. You set it, and you come back and you have dinner. This is going to be American chili.
Mm-hmm.
What do we use in American chili, Beth? I'm going to get the cans while you tell them.
Well, you use a pound of some kind of meat, usually ground beef, but some people put in ground turkey. Some might use ground chicken. It's just whatever you would prefer.
Beef.
And we do beef.
Show us the meat.
Today I have some grass-fed ground beef, and this is the lean 93.7, so that I don't have to drain it. It's an extra step that I don't have to do. And
pinto beans,
kidney beans, whatever beans you like, really. I've used chickpeas before. I've put in black beans. It's whatever you got on hand. This is a whatever I got in the closet. That's diced tomatoes, like 1 can of diced tomatoes. And then there's 1 can of just regular tomato sauce. And then I season it with, today I have a packet of chili seasoning because I ordered groceries. But sometimes I use taco seasoning. And I got a little bit of red cayenne pepper. I'm not going to use a lot, just a little bit. Sometimes I'll put taco seasoning in it. It's just whatever I have on hand. Again, I look in the closet and I see what I got and we throw it together. No particular standard. And chili in America is competition most of the time. People get together and have chili competitions to see who has the best.
It's a common thing at offices to have a chili cook-off.
Chili cook-offs is what they call it, yes. And most of the time, the person that wins...
I'm going to cut the onions while you're doing that.
...has the hottest.
No.
Yes. It's to see how hot you can get it most of the time. But...
my office used to give out a gift card out of $50. I can't remember.
Usually it's just bragging rights. But sometimes if it's a serious competition, people might give out a little gift or some money. Just depends.
It's a way to get the employees all engaged.
Mm-hmm. They also do it at my mom and dad's church. Just about every year they have a chili meal. And somebody judges all the chilies and then somebody's picked as the winner.
I'm going to take this and throw it into a pot.
Put some olive oil in it.
Put some olive oil in.
All of this is done over on the stove, so we're going to move over that direction in a second. I'm going to open up this thing of hamburger. And I usually do buy these vacuum wrap packs of hamburger if I can find them. I usually keep a lookout on sale because they're easy to put in the freezer. But I have been known to buy large quantities of hamburger at Publix. Sometimes they'll have 3 or 4 pounds and I'll buy them. And then I'll just pack them in the fridge with some parchment paper and some freezer bags.
I've got the fire on medium. We'll let these brown a little bit.
I've got my handy dandy trash bag I've got set down in the sink here. That's going to be good when I have to throw all these cans in there.
You hear all that sizzling? These are little older onions. Chili's a good thing when you have vegetables that are getting worn a bit.
Mm-hmm.
It is a good thing.
Yep.
All right. Do you have any fun stories, Beth?
About what?
About chili cook-offs?
No.
You don't?
Oh, I do have. Yeah, well, my dad had heart failure a couple of years ago.
You come over here.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad had heart failure a couple of years ago, and he's doing great. He's healthier than me and Barry are at this point, and that's just amazing. Man walks 4 miles a day, but he can't. He's on a very low salt diet. So the last time I was there and they had a chili cook-off, Mama made my daddy his own special pot of chili, and she used no salt tomato paste, no salt diced tomatoes, and a low salt chili packet to make his chili. And then she didn't add any extra salt in it. And the beans were also no salt beans. I think she put beans in them, but I could be wrong. She doesn't like beans in her chili, so maybe she didn't. But anyway, so you can adapt this recipe for any type of...
Yeah, some people are vegetarian.
Yeah.
They don't put any meat at all in the chili.
Don't put the meat in it. Yeah.
Other people prefer chicken. I've had chili. It was...
White. They call it white chicken chili, but it's a little different.
Yeah, white beans.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And ground turkey meat is also a healthier alternative if you don't want a lot of the fat of red meat. I've done that too.
I'm going to dump the ground beef in here.
Yes. Once those onions have browned a little bit, you can start throwing in your ground beef and chopping it up so that it can get browned.
Another reason I like to cook chili on the weekends, because Tuesday morning is garbage day. So our wrappers from the meat don't stay too long in the garbage. And smell, especially in the summer. But in the winter, it's less of a concern. All right, let's see what's happening with my meat here.
Not a lot. You just put it in.
Chili isn't something that I don't think I ever had it in Israel. I think the only time we had it was when Mom was making it, but most Israelis, I don't think you ever heard of chili or had chili before.
Probably don't have the spices that people put in it. They're not necessarily
Middle Eastern.
Middle Eastern, yeah. They're more chili powder, cumin, salt, paprika. I guess you could make your own blend of it, but it's not. Yeah, it's not a Middle Eastern thing.
Let's call this Middle America, Middle Tennessee.
Middle Tennessee. No, it's just America. It's just America. And some chili that you put on hot dogs doesn't have beans in it at all. It's just kind of very, very, very thin gravy with meat and spices. No beans.
The part that we're doing right now takes the most amount of time. That's cooking the ground beef. Once it's cooked, you just dump all the seasoning in and you turn it down and let it simmer.
Yeah.
That's the easy part about it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And Barry's taking over the cooking because I was supposed to do it, but he's just.
Wait a second. No. I'll be
happy.
I'm gonna make my cup of coffee.
No.
And I'm gonna sit back.
No.
You can finish the chili. I'll be ready whenever you call me to eat.
Okay.
All right.
That's fair.
All right. Here.
The producer-director can't help himself sometimes.
No. You come here and do your job. I'll carry the cans over here. I'll do the hard work.
That would be helpful.
I'll do the hard work. My muscles.
not taking too long. It should be done here in a minute or two. Still a little pink. We want it completely.
It'll cook eventually.
Yeah, we want it completely cooked. Well, I like it completely cooked before I start throwing stuff in.
All right.
That way I know for sure.
What do you think's going to happen for 2 hours while it's simmering?
I don't know. I'm the cook. Look, you can't help yourself. He can't help himself, folks.
No, no, no.
And since this is lean ground beef, that's pretty much just water. A little bit of fat, but not a lot. So we're not going to drain this meat today. But if it was any higher, I would be draining it.
It's perfect for the flavor.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. You have an order that you put your stuff in?
I do not have an order that I put my things in. No. I'm going to turn it down a little bit, though. So I don't want it to pop up on me. Here goes the tomato sauce. Hold that can, because we might need to add water.
I'm going to get water already.
And the diced tomatoes. You probably don't need a whole lot. And here goes some of the beans.
I got a third.
Now, some people might not drain these beans, but I don't like the thick
Nastiness that's
I don't
in
like
there.
the thick beans, not in chili. So I'm just going to mix it together a little bit. And then I'm going to add the pack of seasoning. I'm going to use the whole thing because this is for a pound of beef, so it's good. And I just throw it in at the end here, and we're going to mix it in real good.
Yeah, there's a little bit of third of water here.
Add a little bit more water, just so we have a nice soup. Yes.
A little bit of cayenne.
Yeah, we're going to put just a dash.
Look at this.
Cayenne pepper.
All the garbage is one and done.
That's enough. Of course, if you
Love
like
it.
things hot, you can add more. But we're
Look at this.
not hot.
I'm going to serve it with some
People.
oyster crackers or Zesta crackers.
All right, that's about it, y'all. We're going to let this sit on this back burner. We'll turn it down to about
Low.
all the
two.
way to low.
Yep.
Yeah. And put the lid on.
All right, we'll be back.
Yep.
Come over here for the 2 and 2.
Hold on, I got to get the lid.
We'll see you in 2 and 2. Bye. So what are you going to put in your chili, Beth?
Well, I like cheese and sour cream.
Okay.
A little bit of cheddar, or a lot of cheddar. And I like a dab of sour cream.
Okay.
That's for me. And handy dandy oyster crackers.
Okay, let's see oyster crackers in
You
my.
want some more? Are you good?
That's good. All right, let's do a taste.
A taste test.
All right, let's do a taste test. Mix it up.
Mmm. Nice.
Hot.
That's really good.
Very hot. But good in taste.
Temperature hot. A
Yes.
little bit of a spice on the end, but not too bad. And very, very tasty and very warm.
Enjoy in cold weather your chili. Bye. Shalom.
Mm.